Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, Casafa, Abum, our real Punto. Sika educate, or don't come up, Rana, yeah, who are true. Sika educate, Unyani, baby, Sika educate. It's like you page, you know, I am vibe. But more than YouTube, subscribe it. Sika educate is the name. All our man source and the camp. Inspiration, motivation. Wapomodem education. Wafranada, when it's here, or don't come or Ekusika deba. Wafranada, Bema, Jai, or don't come or Ekusika deba. Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, Casafa, Abum, our real Punto. Sika educate, or don't come up, Rana, yeah, who are true. Sika educate.
Abusianfo mechiechie obi bia megidi se nyame adom ye nyina ye ho ye be se nna kakra mu nie no ye internet iso any social media outlets ni nyina eso aye busy papa eni nyina kwa akoye Ghana nsensem Ghana yeyo fix the country ensem bebre nti enema social media no eso aye ma emu abodompem ya ye hu ni ayeye ye ho ni nyina mu no ye wo ho eja ye hwehwe ni enkrofo ekeka ene ne ekosie bia na ensem makomienu miensem bi wo ho a ekuya sika menso mepese ye twen adwen de kosa ade no so niama no nyina so se ne be ya asemo eda hoyi ye betimi anya holistic view na wa ankasa nso wo wa form wa ankasa wo view on wo view no ni baby a wo ugina ntimi mekuya sika baby a megina ni oh my Ghana no ye nyina ye de yetete me Ghana hobby it's na home fish ya bebre inimse system no eniama bebre wo ho no mo a is broken and it needs fixing no kre enso se yempanimfo na yeto abama wo mu no wo mo hyebo na so wo mo ba na se bo hye no wo mo hye ye nyina wo mo ani so na se ye hu change bia wo ya setenam wo ya brabo mu a ase nipa no ye wo hu kwan ese ye be kire ya dwen ye wo hu kwan ese ye betia ye wo hu kwan se ye be complain se ne be ya ye be pe change. But if you be yese aduonu ni akire ni a na me nsoso na me wo Ghana se na me sua na ma me nkae a at least 2000 there na manyini me nyamfie be yese edunwotwe dunkunu aduonu ho baabi nti e ho de madwene wo ho I was a young adult nti na me hu na ekoso afifi bibia mu na me timi twere kenkan nti no me hu ni na ekoso nyina a free sabre no mu in fact before that yamfa ne se bi a early 90s ni mu ade kwa besi sabre mu 30 years na akire ni me starting hunu ne se revolution bi started say a rise of people a nkwala ne mpanimfo nyina ya fe no atenie ena na adane order of the day a obi se obi bedi man no so no okwa na nie 10 year ni tanishi nipa ni image ni edi na tem free hi kosi hin we me mfa ma efa ba ko bia o political parties ni nyina o nyina are guilty of asama making they all did it but matena si adwen ho ana question am person bisa ne se wan kasa wodi ukokromuti a wan kasa wonim se tumi wo kokromuti mu mfie nan bia no tumi eba kokromuti no so wo asoman ba pa no wo na wo kire nipa wo pese obedi uso hene ana sa wo so pani man pani wo ani man hye bedwafo nyina wo na wo decide nipa wo ba enti se wo no Where you see ukokromuti a with the decide the nipa na bury no. Ne se nipa no. Ebo a obehye wo ani so. Nneɛma a wɔka so obe nyinaa wa anya mu bia na se wo oni ne wa asɛm ka. Ateni di obi atem di ne ho baabi atem di na busuafo nyinaa atem si wo mummoa ne ade no. Mfihia bebre a mesfiti se mi hu se saa ade ne koso no. Me sha da hu change bi a de saa ade no e de aba man no mu. Ateni insult. It hasn't changed anything. Iti omo di atemu tia. Ebi benya ho hernia ne blood pressure nyina no. Question pese mbisa ne say. If we say time no late 90s to this point. Yankofo buafu a wo tia edi atem. Akola totofifi udi unana council we bi atem. Besi sa abere so no. Change ben pa nsesaye ben pa nti ateni no etimi de ba eman no so epese me hu ti ano ye number 1 asema wo ka betimi ayede asema wo ka betimi awom nia wo kire ne wo nso wadwene betimi ayesa it can be right atunya de ateni ka ho you change the settles you change everything na fe no the real issues the real critical issues na wo na say address no it all gets lost in transmission. Now people are not fixated on the real issues that need changing but on the insults that are being traded all around the platforms. Enti me bisa wo mu a motete obi man so asiso ye cameras edi nkrofo atem ediko edi Ghana etutu kura omotete so ne ade nyina no. I want to ask you guys a question. Maybe amotie no. Ya mode ye mfato hu. Have you ever seen sa kro no so nipa bi ene nye bibi a ekoso wo sa kro no so no peso wo hodi ne mpanimfo aman no so mpanimfo accountable na nipa ne di atenie eye ema etimi ye eniema na ekoso wo social media so fa Ghana for ho na engoye o enkoye kra atenie no is like it's now become like we've reduced ourselves to the very gutter. And it is just absolutely appalling. And I'm saying, sir, there's a new wave and a revolution that is arising of young people. Young people who have lost that moral fabric of respect and regard for people that are older or in positions of authority. About 30, 40 years ago, time ane yen totofefe ani enenamwa ye kire your morals and values. Me, I found it difficult. Say, where the be or no more cry no? Metimi abo, e o misi ni mini enim. Because in titi ya mi nyaye. Nsem ni bi or no more, emu yedu. Sa akola akra obebi wano no waka. Aboa ne kwasia, e ka ho bi. But enemrem die ne hu. Primary school dropout, JSS dropout. Ya sebi mpre di asane din kra wontimi ntwere. Wo wotimi begina ho. Edidi ahemfo. Eni amampanimfo, eni mpanimfo mo man so atem because ne ekoso wo man ni mu no, oni omo nya adwene. What is happening to the moral fabric of our country? What is happening? Because some values, eyira. And if we don't take care, we are breeding a next generation of people that are uncontrollable, have no regard for anybody whatsoever. And what sort of a society are we creating for for the next 30, 40, 50 years. Yeah, cry mu bi eni ho bi mu. Muntie me na muntie me yo. I know that people are going to cut and copy this video and go and send it to some people, but you know what? I don't give a toss. Because send me obia to me on the camera. No chere na adwene no. Ekuya sika. Me so ma so me de me chere me so ma adwene. Oni me ya adwene a eyeye. Oni me nya adwene a eyeye. Enya by force. Ese wo wadwene ene ekuya sika adwene ebe ye pedda. Nya by force. And in fact, if 10, 15, 20 million people all have one mind and the same point of view and opinion, and there's something fundamentally wrong with us, because when Yankupon, he's a God of diversity. Nyansem and wo boy nyina. Me imagine ne wo de entimi nyape abere nyina. Letimi aka se woni me nyadwene, that is fine, and I don't even want people that have the same opinions as me or views as me. But the fact is that when the men nyadwene a yeti yasem a ye kan nyasem kro ne nkyere se ateni eba me no wasem no eno yasem a etosumi no ya tosumi ansan so ne se ese Ghana fo ye nya yare bi etirimu yare bi ya abaye so a eno so ne se se ka ho asem, and that is that se bi a me mekuye sika meti hoi na me saw me camera na me my expressing my opinion say nia me ye na say nia me ka no ene wo dia wo nso e wo tirimu a wa saw camera wo ka ne nya adwene a wo pese wo ka me hye na wo force me say chinchina china ese say me ne wa adwene ba ko wo na wo me sabi you say Siamese twins kura no wo mo da ye funu kuro mu kura no, they don't have the same mind. They don't. Me sini mini. Wow, mo wo me. We don't have the same mind on everything. We don't. Enti same nso me wo madwen na metimi kire ma ne ye. Se wo utimi so camera na kire wadwene dia. Sa pepepe no. Me nso so metimi aso me dia no ma kire madwen. Social media na enye obi adia. But what I'm seeing is a host of people who think that because they have a big mouth and a big platform, they can use that position as a place of intimidating other people and forcing people to not be able to use their minds and just follow them as if, excuse me to say, we are sheep. I also am entitled to my own opinion, just like you are. It is my expressing media now pa. That should not descend into insult and ridicule. No. And also yasema me pese wankasa odwen ho de ma wankasa ho. But the crux of what I'm saying is that over the last 25, 30 years, as long as I've been old enough to understand and discern right from wrong, and on all political stages, be it one side of the aisle or the other, no, ewa Ghana, no, me who dasa ateni etimi solving problem bia. Me who ni say ye ni anso ade a ye ti a ye didi nkrofo papa nom ni omo nananom ene omo nananom kanso atem in the name of say bibi ikoso wo kuro no so a wani nye ho ni nti no esesa ahwe nti sabi prediasa penimfo a yes wo mo aboa ne kwase a we aboa we mo ye nwe ne sa ade no, it's not making any change. It's not causing anything to change. Nti as Ghanaians, are we just going to sit there and allow the very moral fabric of our society and communities, our moral values as a people, to be flushed down the toilet by a select few people who think that insult is the way to sort anything? That's a sad dear way. Yansano, ni ampe ho asem anka. Ebedu baby. Na batan a wawo ba. Watchim wadi a wawo no. was someone in fifri aye adwuma he de ahwe no ono obeba begina wanim abra a wanya mfie nkono mfie nwotwe mfie du no wase waboa adoe kwasea se be ya oda ene emumie nyina ye nkan anu ntum ne ye ma ne ye koso yi aye nyina ye hunu ye nkoso a ne hunu mema ne nya ya dwene da se yen mpanimfo no a yete ne ye koso na se no ye nko a ne hwɛ saa ne mayi egu YouTube ankola hwebi. What examples are we setting for the future generation? Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people are going to misunderstand what I'm saying. Bebre home wabe sorry. But se ubi wasumu ya, ube tie ni American. Ebia ubeti baby aminsu mi free nasiye. And begin to reason with what is going on. Menka se Ghana mine systems haven't broken down. I'm not saying that. Of course they have. And of course, as a people, you have the moral right and duty and obligation for your own self and for the country that we all have come to love. Say, if there are things that are going on that you're unhappy about, sanitation, galamse semi kosui, and in Sembibria, a lot of things and systems that are broken down, laws that are not being enforced, people just walking and gallivanting around the country with impunity because they think they're above the law and they can do what they like just because they feel say they belong to one political side or the other. As they say, laws and the very, a friend is saying, purpose of having laws, the significance and also the importance will crony subium because a man yaduma. Meaning, sir. But what I am saying though is that a man yaduma. Any system no I broken down where you crow no swa and near man shadan ko ya yen na ye buafu a ye tin. Ateni. Wosi obi aboa. Wosi obi a wotimi ya wosi ni onima ne ye. Wosi panimu. Aboa ne kwasea ne nnoe ne sanse hunu ne nyina no. How does it fix the country? Insult. What does it change? There are appropriate channels. That's what I'm trying to say, sir. There are appropriate channels, sir. So who will grievance, sir? It's me the faso. Nkura motete so amu kan mo compare Ghana to Kroi and a way to say no. Says our crown mo bi nso no. Se emu manfo bi ene nyi bibi a ekoso o man no so a sebi mpreduasa Ghana fo. Mi hunu ne da. Ese obi. Mi hu se broni bi etimi ama microphone so aso camera afre mampani bi a ofre ni kro so ase na boa ne kwasea ne adoe ne saade ne bi da. Ni hu bi nso da kosi se da me bofo be frɛ me. Edi entra. Because a 10-year doesn't solve any problem. If really, seriously, we as a people want reformation, there's a whole host of things we could do. Mayam fatuhu. Emra George Floyd, enra ni afe, papay. Posini, every si papay konswa bra wanye hia wokumi. Muhu das will be kofa microphone pedidi. Omo mampani a no wo so ta time na tem say we are doing we are kwasea e na wo ma ye kun so muhu sa de ni bi say ekoso no emom no amai no sofo a enkeka ne bibifo no ya omuhu say omo honam kolenti abrofo bi omo police ni mu e de asi so omo pese omo kukuro no sofo etuntumfo ni bi no de na omo ye bobo sore womo sore And they protested until their voices were heard. And memory, there's a law about say, police post in here, which you be a wuntimintina, and foul koto dream fancy will be consul. Ya, ne, what man shall bedroom war, America bontin so, ye can't was him. They can't see ourselves to say, attend insult. It doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't. It doesn't. What it rather does is to shed you out in a very bad light and reduces everything that you want to say. In a lot of ways, makes a lot of sense. Down the drain and into the toilet. Emphasis on kesesi the two main issue na yepesi address no so. Na relevance ni nyina afri asamwa yepesi ye kan yepesi nsesan ne ban so. Na ni nyina be ya ateni. Say face the country asamwa ye kan nyina no. Ne ekokọ social media so no. Me hu bibia e kire country yepesi ye fix bill. Say ni nyina be dani obi a obo obi dua eni ateni. I said, be umranti bi. And in Ketesia phobi. A 2 Wesiswa. Or mudim penning for atem. A dear nebessisa. Ateniano. Mudi ya, mo blood pressure akosra, mode a towel paper mo communia de. A dear necessary. A dear chin, a galam say, and say a darkoswu. Gotano, a mudasu ye fin. Nsuo no da so to yamanfo ntimi bisasa ateni no. What does it change? Bebre na wo platform infie bebre ni ateni no a e dey necessary. E dey necessary. Ghana for at the end of the day, each and every single one of us needs to be able to reason and discern from themselves between what is right and what is wrong. And let's face up to the fact and call a spade when something is wrong. And so from where I'm sitting, whilst people have an opinion and the right, absolute right to criticize, to complain, and to want to see change, positive change, the channels being used are absolutely wrong and counterproductive. It is not yielding any fruit whatsoever. None. It is rather taking valuable, precious time and attention away from the actual issues and instead trading insults in the gutter. Who did that help? That is another thing. But beyond all of this, trying to fix the country, wanting the country to be fixed, fix the country. But any fix the country in any problem in Ghana. I hope some of you guys, as intelligent and clever enough to see. So that is not the only issue in Ghana. Abra fix the country, There's also the need for we as individuals to also fix ourselves and our mindset. Obibeka saying, if the system is not fixed, how does that create a suitable environment for people to live and thrive and be able to be successful? You may be right. But whilst all this screaming and trading of insults is going on, where did you mean? Dokono na enene nansa wanya bia nie no. Wokotia ya wudi atem a wudi ahemfo atem. Edi mampani atem no. Sebio ya no adok atem didie ne de dokono bi bre wanwumre ana. Unya mekobi kan ho. Shito ananse nchina. What good has that done? Many people have spent countless hours just watching people trading insults at each other when the real people are still struggling. It is our way, you may be here. na se kom de pa na se wuja wadwuma ene wadaagye ho na wan pressure first no wo kopre uti no akope bibia di na betena ho se ube join ne santokwa we wa behwe nia oye ne hu fi esen ne yonko atenni no ne na no so sen ne yonko di a otimi di atem sen ne yonko a won se wo ankasa no problem ketwa bi wo ho person kofo ya mani abri amudi o matem nyina they are busy living their lives. What about you? Okoka yes wo de o eniema ko yie ma wo a wo de o ye lucky a wo free abusua pamu nti no wo de obetimi atena ba bibia keka ne a wo pebia. Do you know me? What the hell do you think you even know about me and my struggles in this life? You have no idea. And you know, nobody qualifies to turn this whole issue, which is a national issue, and turn it into a personal vendetta against one person against the other. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. The crux of what I'm saying is this, is that trading insults, insulting our government, the leaders, our president, and all the chiefs, doesn't change anything. Who do here, who does do here? Uti nima gota mua ene adia chin ya ye di atem ni wie still nima gata ho anatie. Nothing has changed and nothing is changing. What I'm trying to say is this, is that yes, let us push and fight for changing of the systems in Ghana. But whilst we want that change to take place, there's also the need for us as human beings, as citizens of Ghana, to also change as a people, because the mindset is also so right. Emra me te Ghana no. Emra me ye juma o Ghana no. Emra me ko school o Ghana no. I saw with my own kolokolo eyes places in Ghana that had refuse bins, bola. And I saw people standing right next to the bin. Yes, walk up baby, I would jina bola. Or ya hedia, bin daho, we are bit media too. What to form? Yes, so we are buying you my bepe, a buying bepa prapra. I'm buying only one. Edia honor so swa ujina, we are hidi, one auntie ho. Mampenino a yedi na tem no no oti so. Now, one kasa baby a one kasa otie no. Uye hofi. Woman si abeta ogotem. Woman tum. Are one kasa no ayare. Na kwa yare sabia no enye sika kashenkaria. Wasen wu aka ho. Yansa be mpa ne wo. Nti me madwini. Ese emra ye tia ye ku a ye stress ye mampemfo. Wo mun sori. Wo mun fo mun tuma pemfra. Na dwumadi a ye di ekokuru mutitim krata no so wo mun meye no. Bo a mo hye ye nyina wo mun ni sa abohye no so. Amensi ka eyere nyina no. Wo mun ma nka kofes ni mu no wo mun fansiesie kuro no ye kasa ansem no. Na ye yan kasa nso ye fight ye ho adwen. Because me efia ye tete me mu no. E wo Ghana kokro no ano. Me hunu ne se Samam prami fie ni mu ni akire. Because ho na nnua e wo ho a ye prumura gu afie ho da bia. Samam pra na mammoa no. Ewo a mahye ama ni nyina afiri ho a na nwura ekota agota no mu a ensuo e na beyiri na yimie. Nti ba bia me ye tete me a no so wo Ghana hokro no ano. Ni ya pra ye fie. Ya pra ye se senwura no kogudua biase. Ya peja etum e ma ne hye. Se ne be ya ye gota no a na da ye fie ani mu ni akire nyina no. Enwura nkonko hyehye mu na nsuo to a etimi apia abesin. Se ne be ya nsuo ni obia. Misia wo ho. Esi ye nyantonturuwa e wa abontene. E men nsuo metel mu na tontom anya ba bia hye na abereme. mesua sɛ wodi ho ni a saa yare nketenkete no ɛwɔ hɔ a eku amanfo da bia wɔ Ghana no etuo betwa enti minim sɛ sɛ wɔ ma yɛ ma mpanimfoɔ no ɛne manhyɛ bedwafoɔ ɛso wɔ mo yɛ ɔma sɛdeɛ na ɔmo ma system no yɛ adwuma megye tum that ɔmo yɛ no wo ankasa no nso so no deɛ na wo yɛ wote nima mo wɔ toilet wɔ hɔ and so deɛ wayɛ wadwen sɛ black polythene bag ɛna 7 mpɛ abɛgya anaa o na akyekyere a wode akɔ akɔto gɔta no aha na nsuo tɔ na eyi wa nsuo no tɔ a hwan na eyi no ɔmampani deɛ wɔte ne baabi dwen ne ho wada koraa nsuo ayi wo na nsuo no kum ɛno nso nkɔnkɔtɔ adeɛ baako nso so a mehunu ne Ghana ne sɛ Mmeranteɛ ne nketesiafo a ɛnɛm aba 20th century anaasɛ 20th millennium babies no wɔn aba nansɛn no wɔn nte sɛ 40 50 30 foɔ no a tete hɔ no yɛkyerɛ yɛn sɛ adeɛ a ɛbɛma watimi ayɛ yie no abɔ bra asase so no ɛne sɛ ɔbɛbɔ bra wobɛsua deɛ wosua deɛ wie a wobɛsam w'anim fifiri sɛ na adeɛ ayɛ adwumaden ɛno ɛne tua say enkwala ntɔtɔ fefe 15 12 18 fo nyinaa ne ɔmo ni mu ani ye besle o ɛno na nketesiafo ni nyinaa wo mu sleko with impunity and no regard for themselves morals ni nyinaa no ɛkɔ emema ne nso de ne 419 sikaduro die fa maame bra fa papa bra fo no nti yɛn fixi kro no yɛn ma system ne nya adwuma aha sɛ one kasa no wonni saa mindset of hard work and saa etiquette no for self respect for yourself and the discipline to work hard yɛ fixi country no na system ne yɛ adwuma kra bra sister enam sɛ yɛn fixi yɛ no wonim sɛ ne esi yɛ adwumaden nti no nyɛ affixe na aba besua adwumaden yɛ adwumaden yɛsua ne yɛ mmɔfrem awofo tetew sɛ wo pɛsɛ wo yɛ de hye na yɛ ɔmamba pa sɛ osua de na yɛ adwumaden wode wo nsɛ ɛde yɛ adwumaden ɛna de ne yɛ hu ɔba oti sɛ ne otimi ba ba mu fa no ɛno na kyerɛ sika Oba otimi bie toto ni mu yie no ono na yie yotimi bie ma multiple sources obi abefa ne bie no ono eno yie enti ene obi a onim de obi a wakọ school edu ekire a ode nanim de eye adwuma ye mu no what we celebrate in Ghana these days. The people who are opening their toto to say Bible, MOBA, to say exercise book, MOBA, BDB. Na wajina so di anya dan bi, you know, ebu eno ne sin obia, oye adwumaden. That is also something that needs to be fixed too. And that has nothing to do with fixing the country. And everything to do with your self-respect and regard that you have for yourself. And the value of knowing say hard work pays. It is also when fifla obey. Bebre na te Ghana. And the Ghana yedin. And the share juma kura win yebi. And so kwa 40 Ghana krono a ye juma didi. Wa mo yedi. And these people are not people who work for the government. They are not people who were self-made entrepreneurs. Whilst the country is being fixed, whilst the system is being fixed, your need to feed yourself and provide the basic necessities of life does not wait for the country to be fixed, Dominia. Still, Still, SSA woda. Still, SSA ujare. Still, ubekwa asabia. Ubedidi. Ni nyina nso yiska. Nti wo twen akosi da bɛn. Ansa na afixi kuro no. Ansa na wo waba abesua sɛ na edidi. Anaasɛ wo afei na wo besua sɛ na abɛyɛ a betwa nkontomo a. Ghana yɛ den ɛyɛ no korɛ. System na break it down ɛyɛ no korɛ. But there are still people thriving and surviving in Ghana. I am not saying you don't have the right to complain. You don't have the right to fight for change. Ahuodin ben kra na dey fighting for change when you are hungry and there is no food forthcoming. All these people making noise on social media. And for tons of people are running around following them. Do they come and pay your bills? I was spending the hard 10 years. No resonya wadwuma. Eno no ukɔhwɛ a eno omutua o ka bi sɛ behwɛ wo mu ana. Fix the country. Noble idea. But fix you first. Because you have to be alive and well to be fighting for fixation of any country. It's also a thing that I'm saying. The last point that I want to raise here is that a lot of references have been made to countries around the world. And this is what they should be doing. And it should look like this. Do you know the sacrifices that were made in order to have the things that are enviable that we see in other countries? Do you know? Do you know? Nsuo na eto no. Nsuo ato ama within 5 minutes. Nsuo ni nyina awe. Ehunhu nsuo bia se tata ba bia. Gota bia nso na ho. Really? If there is no drainage, seriously, where does all the rainwater go? If there is no drainage as part of highway works, where does all the water go? Is there any suction anywhere that is suctioning water away? The fact that you don't see drains, open drains by the side of the road does not mean say there are no drains. Let's not get it twisted. Secondly, we live in a place where more people than sense do under the table jobs or are in small businesses that are not paying any taxes. That is a very significant percentage of Ghana population. The only people paying taxes, because tax in a tick and some salary, are government workers and people that work for well-established organizations. But a significant number of us evade tax, come here or whatever. Because you perceive a bit here. And unfortunately, there's a broken system to encourage us to do so with impunity too. So whilst we are busy comparing ourselves to other countries, the system works in other countries because some people made sacrifices to enable that happen. And a brochure and education you free. Who told you that? Who told you that education is free anywhere? Anywhere. Who told you? The fact is your school fees at the point of delivery does not mean that education is free. No. A tuana yetian. Ewe brunechi kurubi brishono. Enubi. Taxes, cancel tax, property taxes na yetuetua depending on baby out here. So as it can be goes to funding schools and other social public services in whatever community you live in. It's this assertion that education is free and it's wrong. It is wrong. Education can never be free because teachers no much no munso eseso omudidi. The money has to come from somewhere to pay them. Any amount the office supplies nyina e discount. Money has to come from somewhere. It may look on the face of it to say education is free, but in reality, no. Education is never free. We all pay for it. We all pay for it. Abroye actually hayeti. Eye said the system works. And yes, there are elements of it that are a lot better than what we have in Ghana. And that is what a big section of the public are fighting to want the change for. But, and a big but, just like anywhere else, system now it is not perfect as that. Na mbe yese me ba bedi atenie. Nkrofo a yesi won kwasea. Me nananom mpanimfo ne ahemfo o amem mpanimfo a yesi won kwasea no me ba betena ho no ma behwe bia. Oso me so na me ni me dan ka ye yi me niam agu abontene. And so you have to work. Enye heaven enye adwuma ho. Abrochiri enye heaven, you work like a horse and you earn every penny of what you've made. Obi te Ghana or aban adwuma. I can say any entia ni kaye no nkade ni efefiri se nko ye no. That is not what the issue is. Onyame ayo adom anya adwuma. Adwuma se start 8 o'clock upon 5. It's here 11. Afi na no obi be adwuma mu. Obo no mienu no hwe ha no obi ani hwa no atam ne bag wakofa taxi okofi. O. Baby amode ya comparison no wo ye ne saa wo hwa. Don't you think the system would also be equally broken? Don't you think so? The country needs fixing. System needs to be put in place for things to work. It's true. Emrano so a Ghana no a e wa brochi a ye kan ni nyina bi. Every single one of them, and I'm speaking on authority, say every single law. I wa brochi Britain. Yeah, macro ni seneti a nyina ye ni je ho. Be Ghana ho. The only thing lacking is enforcement. Enforcement of the law. Mini. We ye Togoni. Nti yanka na say me have cast, half Togolese, half Ghanaian. Eko Togo abontene so. Apoano. Enya mampani bia na hye mra wo. Wo mo a wo mu firi pona no hokro no sofo no ankasa ahyehye wo mo mra se wo a ye behu se waba omo po ano ho baabi na sebi mpreduasa wo beja na ho no ye fine wo meti sa de we no ma nwene da se ye no kore na mia me de mani kolokolo yi ekokohwe ekro no sofo no atu kro no asofo no abitua wo moka wo madwuma ne se wo mo beko wo ma make sure say wo mo see sure no so no obi a menya de nan wo ho me enchew se wakoto na wa ba ye bebo ansa ne am ya san fine no am watua no next time so tu liki kra no a eno konkra da se bebu nkotodua na bebutu ba bia se wo be ye hwe ho ene kohwe ne po no so aye. Everything. Yes, Aban. Who is Aban? Aban no one why. And finally, Ghana way. Kokromoti, this thing. And they would to me. They will cry a free source. In fear 9 be I the team ho. Near Twaba. Enkrofo yi a omudi yeso mampani amampani fo omabedi yeso a omabesen ni woni a owo so nne ene wo mo ombebe nyina yen ankasa ene to aba mo mo ba ede na me to aba ma wo mu itie obi a manifesto ebo a wo hye ene meye sei utie na to waso mu a wato aba ma wo mu a wo to ama wo mu no you are said any responsibility so be make sure say nipa no asem no obeka ye no be so na when this one mfie na yachi no wasamba ebe ka kire o say o mesan hia mre kakra ansa no metime aye this me ye say me ba ye na eniema de say nti na mentime anye na tena ho ye de yokegari kakra emu half bag akụkọ funu bi emu 6 caps and I say whatever 50,000 cedis 5,000 cedi 500 cedi 50 Ghana bedada adia wo fa ho adwen a ebe kire se ne waba abobekọ for mfie mako pole nnan na obebesi sa decision no ewe ni obedi ni sesi aso belefu don belefu a obe ni sesi aso emo 6 caps no obedi ni na be sese 2 days akụkọ funu no ubenu an na he enti se u besi one kasa o destiny for the next 4 years on 6 cups of rice and 2 cups of milk and sugar akụkọ half eni obi enu mu asem a untimi mfa nso ni mu nkase papa uka se obeye se wa anya no a na de ukoko moti kotim ba bia wo pese odi tim no obedi uma nso wi eno nso na hu kosam eye na nke yeto abama obi yedi ni boshe echi eto abama no ene mfie man yesusu ye dwene ho papa mu pensem mu yehu se ne okas wo be ye mu bia ni ho a otimi ye enti no ye yi na firi ho ne de obi fofora ye firi se wo betimi aye adwuma ne bisi ho a nka me ye sure pa se ne nki ye kuroi asesa but yen I say eto de bia yen ye man no sofo no ye ninka ye o edu si ebeto aba no na mu ne sardine ni flow na se dokono no ne nchinam no omde ba rally na se no flow na niam esle wase a ye refi ya wa mfie nan ye besen ye famu na ye ni eda dokono ba ko ne nchinam yenu no a ye didi ne sesi ano ya toto ya dwene are ni asade ekokromoti asan ko team so bio wo mo ba na say more of the same one baba beso so washebo when so you have the power in your hands to effect change when things are going on that you don't like. And let us appropriate and use the right tools that we have to effect the desired changes that we want. Attenye ntiatiamune blood pressure kosoro and change the problem bia. And sesare attenye nsesare where the atem where di infienum infiedunie infiedunum fieduasa edi necessary emraso Ghana for wisen up and fight for things that are actually going to cause the change that you desire. Shouting and screaming changes nothing. Comparison now, we make it to British Parliament, American Congress, and yade. How many times? And who said Democrat for and my microphone so the Republican for them. And now say Labour for if a microphone or Parliament. The Conservative for them. The buoni ni dear kwanso. Omo nyadwe ne kra e buoni ni dear kwanso and wo mo kano. Atenie no Ebuo na ye kyerɛ ye ma, eseme mo mu ye mpanimfo no. Baby e de ye kɔ no. Ebedru baby ye besesa ye nsa. E de agu ye ti, ye be ginsemu. Tigana fo yi. Omi entena se. Eye yankasa ye nwene. Ese die mpa ni ti ye be boa ye. Ye mfa saa de no, emfe ni dwuma. Ye nyan sa atenie. Ene ntokwa ni dede a emfa nsesan ye bia mfa ma. Basem di eye de se dien. Sa point wa wo ye ne ye de se dien. Na de atenie ka ho a enkosi aka. Atenie never solved any problem. Intimidate. Me so me take on issues a me hu ni nyina no. Ebi na ma kire no. When me nya adwene a kire wadwen. When me ya adwene a kire wadwen. But descending into personal level and raining insult at each other does not solve any problem. It doesn't. A word to the wise. They say it's enough. Ghanaians, let us wisen up and arise. Let us not allow anybody to use emotions to rain insult at you anymore. They say, Enimnyansa. Let us use that mind properly to effect real proper change that we desire. Bye-bye.
Sika educate, ya wo Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, ya kasafa abumde awari ni mpuntuo. Sika educate, odon komo, rana yenya ya huwa duro. Sika educate, unyane baby aje. Sika educate, eti like page, you know na yem vibe. Wamodenko YouTube ho, subscribe it. Sika educate is the name. All our man source and the camp. Inspiration, motivation. Wapomodern education. Wafranada, when it's here, or don't come or Ekusika deba. Wafranada, Bema, Jai, or don't come or Ekusika deba. Sika educate, ya wo Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, ya kasafa abumde awari.